We've always been astonished by things that we don't quite understand. And what's more interesting than the mighty creatures that ruled the earth long ago? Follow me on a journey through the ages, back to when dinosaurs roamed this wonderful planet. But to fully understand and learn about these great beasts, we need to start from the very beginning of the Mesozoic era, also known as the Triassic. The late Triassic. So it has come to this, the late Triassic period, also known as the third and final epoch of the Triassic. These epochs have a lot of change from the other two, which were the early and the middle Triassic, and to properly start this off, we're going to have to do a small montage. Oh man, look at these changes. Huh? A Hypersaurus and the Eoraptors working together? Yeah, right. Okay, dinos, you wanna play rough? Let's do this? Dinosaur attacking noises. Right, so back to the late Triassic. During this time, most new dinosaurs started to appear. Some of the most known were the Eoraptors, Coelophysis, as well as the Plesiosauruses. It was also a time for great change and transition as a lot of species began to decline in diversity, like the ammonoids, which were related to mollusks, and those in turn were related to squids and octopuses. And well, those guys didn't have a fun time as they plummeted from a great 150 different genres at the start of the late Triassic to only about a dozen at the end of the late Triassic. But the species itself, that first developed in the Devonian period, did thrive well into the Cretaceous. Now for the weather forecast of the Triassic. It looks like we're having an arid and tropical weather again, 7 days a week in fact. Great. Now, on a more serious note, the climate throughout the late Triassic ranged from being arid to tropical in almost every location, and the seas were overall warm and temperate. There was no ice or snow either, not even at the north or south poles. As we've done with the other stages of the Triassic, we have to mention the three which makes up the late Triassic. These are named the Carnian, the Norian and the Rhaetian, and to do it properly, we're starting with the Carnian. The Carnian was quite an important time in evolution history, as the Archosaurs had, if we can put it that way, taken over completely, with its huge lizards and crocodiles, and the newly arrived dinosaurs. The mammals, however, had progressively decreased in size, but of course onto the main course, which were the dinosaurs. They had by now started to develop for real compared to the Plesiosauruses of the Middle Triassic, and the separation of Pangaea had recently started. We split it into two. The north, which was Laurasia, and the south, also known as Gondwanaland. And it was on Gondwana that some of the earliest dinosaurs appeared, like mentioned earlier as an example, the Eoraptor. But hey now, I might mention it a lot, but the Eoraptor is one cool fellow. Isn't that right, Eoraptor? Yeah, he agrees. On to the Norian. The Norian is the second part, or the middle child, of the late Triassic. It started as the previous did, dominated by monstrous lizards of older times. But it was the start of the creatures of the Mesozoic that had recently up to now only played minor roles, and the big synapsid lizards started to decline and disappear to make way for the new. The Norian was absolutely an important stage for the dinosaurs, but lizards weren't the only thing going extinct. A big lot of coral reefs died out as well, but that also gave way for a new bunch to replace them. The climate began to cool down as well, creating more habitable areas compared to the small choice between the arid and the tropical ones. And at last, we do have the the stage where Pangaea's official breakup started for real. You know, The other times it was just rumors going around between the dinos.
Hey, you know this place we live on?
Yeah man, what about it?
It's breaking apart.
Ah! Now, even though the Riphean is the last stage of the Triassic, it was actually the first overall Triassic stage to receive its name. It also saw changes overall in every corner of the world. Aquatic reptiles were replaced, like the earlier mentioned Nothosaurs were nowhere to be seen, while the also known Loch Ness monster, or Plesiosauruses, started to appear in the waters. All fun not for real until the Jurassic. Now, we have spoken about the Permian mass extinction in the first episode. But sadly, as the Triassic started, it also ended, with a mass extinction known as the Triassic-Jurassic extinction event. This event also marks the border between these two periods. It killed all of the large Pecodons, which were the Archosaurs, which made their first appearance during the Permian and mostly dominated the Triassic until this time. They were the last barriers for the dinosaurs to take over completely. There are theories of what may have caused this extinction event, and are still to this day under a big discussion. However, as some suggest, that it was the increase of volcanic activity. Some say a meteor hit the Earth, or climate change or rising sea levels. But the most accepted theory for this is that because of Pangaea breaking apart, volcanic activity was at a big rise, releasing tons of carbon dioxide into the air. Overall, the extinction event was behind the disappearance of around 76% of both land and aquatic species. But the late Triassic ended as it started, and it is the part where we would see the dinosaurs take their places as the ruling lizards of this earth, and hold that position for a very, very long time. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you would like to see more of these, I would love if you hit that subscribe button, and oh, don't forget to hit the bell to be notified of when the next one comes out. I'll see you there.
Eoraptor for the win.